Channeled song is basique, which is French for basic, fundamental. And there was only 2 videos using that sound. One of them was a guy dancing in the moment, flowing, just allowing his body to flow with the music. It was from a long time ago. I heard Basique in the car on the way home today. But we're getting close. The energy that we've been unraveling tonight has been complex and emotional and intense. And it's involved rewriting what we thought we knew. I'm re-recording this bit, so I'm not sure where I left off exactly. But without the necklace to keep this masculine out. This masculine, I mean, it's got to be the twin flame, right? Because King of Wands could never impact me energetically. He projected. But I think that's all he could do. Confusion was his game. And it remained so even after we were done. But I think part of that is because I wasn't acknowledging what he meant to me. I wasn't acknowledging how I felt about him. Because after it all went to shit, I had negative emotions. And even though I released those, I never gave him credit. I never gave him his due for who he was to me. I wanted it. I wanted this. That 10 of Cups, I thought maybe it could be him. I wanted it to be him. And then Twin Flame came along. And maybe I made some wrong choices. I definitely made some wrong choices. I fell for a projection. I tried to hurt the false twin. And I used the twin flame to do that. And I blamed the twin flame for behavior that I don't think it was him. I don't think that the negative energy, the siphoning, the spiritual attacks, I don't think it was him. I think it was the false twin. All of that, right up his alley. And I think that I allowed the projection of the King of Wands to be put on the twin flame all that time. But even despite all that, I still wanted it to be him. And I loved unconditionally. I learned boundaries. I grew. I changed. And then I applied those lessons to the false twin later. And now I'm acknowledging him for the role that he played, while also acknowledging that I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't choose him now. And the twin flame, if this is true, then I need to get to know him again for himself, not what was projected. But at this point, I know that I'm not going to see him until Spirit sees fit. And that doesn't mean we'll be together. When I let him go, I moved forward. The King of Swords. I meant it. I really meant it. And when I fell for the King of Swords, I wanted it to be him. In each one of these scenarios, when I moved forward with somebody else, I wanted it to be them more than I wanted it to be the previous person. And then, Gym Crush. Spirit lined things up in a weird way where they killed all my Kiwis and they made me feel abandoned when the King of Swords didn't come right for me, because I guess that's what I thought would happen. He chose his journey. And he didn't reach out. Not for good reason. And I think using the F word, friend, was like the kick in the balls, like that really sent me packing. And when I made the decision, or followed the guidance rather, to move forward shortly thereafter, and granted, this entire situation using the F word, it made me redefine all of my friendships. And it made me make space for somebody that could be a real friend, and I think that had to happen the way that it did. And now I might have a real friend in my life. So I can't really complain, I guess. But it followed that pattern again, where when I moved forward and I was interested in the Gym Crush, we have the guidance to not give up no matter what it looks like. And I kept that kind of in the back of my mind. Part of me really wanted it to be Gym Crush too. And I experienced this really strange thing where when he got on that plane, King of Swords, and switched to the other coast, I really wanted it to be him in that moment, because I thought he was showing up. And I'm being guided not to close the door on either of them, which is strange.